Segment is sponsored by Band-Aid. While teaching is a fulfilling profession, it can also be challenging. But one unique educator has been using TikTok videos to connect students with history. Joining us today is Kevin McClintock, the social media sensation known as Mr. McTikTok. Welcome, Kevin. It's great to see you.
Thanks for having me, Carrie.
Of course. Okay, how does a history teacher become Mr. McTikTok? This is so cool.
Well, I've always been kind of a goofy and silly teacher, and I mean, from like jumping up on tables and dancing and doing, silly accents and all that stuff. We went into the online teaching sessions, and I could just tell my students were so disengaged, and I needed to reach into their world, and social media became that platform for me. And after, a few million views, few million followers, here I am able to help out my friends at Band-Aid Brand and Donors Choose with their Stick by Teachers program.
It is so cool. Okay, so just what factors prompted this campaign?
Well, I'm glad you asked, because there are so many teachers out there. 9 out of every 10 teachers is spending at least $500 a year to supply their classroom with resources that their school can't. And I mean, that shouldn't happen. So Band-Aid Brand, Build Your Own First Aid Kit, is partnering with Donors Choose so that they can really help these teachers that need these resources most.
Yes, and as a teacher, can you tell us why first aid is essential to a classroom?
Yeah, you might not be thinking a first aid kit is like #1 on the supply list, but it really is, because students and kids, I mean, they want to have fun, and they got to move. And with that movement and fun comes some scrapes and cuts. And you got to have a good first aid kit. And Band-Aid Brand is bringing families a personalized, stylish, build your own first aid kit experienced exclusively at Target and Target.com, which is really cool because you get to put what you want in there. And there's a lot of trusted first aid products from Band-Aid and Neosporin, so you're ready for any adventure. And being in the classroom is quite an adventure.
Yes, it is. And if we're a little lost, where do we start when building a first aid kit?
Well, if you're like me, you're active and you're outside, and there's a lot of kids that are like that, and what ends up happening is the Band-Aid bandages will fall off. Well, Band-Aid Brand has Band-Aid Brand water block flex bandages that stay on, 100% waterproof, even when wet. So those are a must. And then I would also recommend, especially in these diverse classrooms in the country that we are in, is the Band-Aid Brand Our Tone bandages, which have 3 different shades of skin tone, so kids can choose the Band-Aids that look like them.
Yes, very cool. Okay, Kevin, where can we go for more information?
You can go to your nearest Target store and go build your own first aid kit, or if you want to find out more about the Band-Aid Brand Stick by Teachers campaign, check out Target.com.
Very cool. Thanks for all you're doing, Kevin. Great to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having me.